For 10 long years, the mighty walls of Troy stood defiant. A decade of bloodshed, valor, and despair had locked the invading Greek armies and the Trojan defenders in a brutal, unyielding stalemate. Heroes had risen and fallen, gods had chosen sides, but the city remained impregnable. The Greeks, led by King Agamemnon, were exhausted, their resources dwindling, their morale shattered. But in the heart of the shrewdest Greek mind, that of Odysseus, a final desperate gambit was taking shape. Not a plan of brute force, but one of pure, audacious deception. The idea was madness, a monumental bluff that would either shatter the Trojan defenses or doom the entire Greek army. They would build a gift for their enemies, a peace offering to the gods. They would build a horse. Under the masterful direction of the artisan Epeius, the Greeks began their colossal task. Planks of fir were hewn from the sacred groves of Mount Ida, bent and shaped into the form of a magnificent stallion. It towered over the men who built it, a silent, hollow god of wood, gleaming under the Aegean sun. Within its cavernous belly, Odysseus and a select group of the finest Greek warriors would wait, their hearts pounding in the suffocating darkness. The rest of the Greek army would stage a retreat. They burned their camps, packing their ships and setting sail, seemingly abandoning the war and heading for home. All they left behind was the colossal wooden horse, standing alone on the blood-soaked plains before Troy. The Trojans awoke to an eerie silence. The vast Greek encampment was gone, replaced by smoking embers. And there it stood, the horse. Astonishment turned to debate. The priest Laocoon warned them, famously crying, "I fear the Greeks, even when they bring gifts." He hurled a spear into the horse's flank, and the hollow echo should have been their salvation. But the gods, it seemed, had already chosen Troy's fate. 2 monstrous sea serpents rose from the waves, crushing Laocoon and his sons in their coils. Convinced of their victory and the horse's divine nature, the Trojans committed their final, fatal error. They breached their own impenetrable walls to make way for the monumental trophy. With ropes and rollers, they dragged the engine of their own destruction into the heart of their city. That night, Troy celebrated, the streets filled with wine, song, and joyous relief. The war was over. They had won. As the city slept, drunk on victory, a small panel slid open in the horse's belly. First Odysseus, then the other warriors descended on silent ropes. They moved with lethal purpose, slitting the throats of the sentries and storming the city gates. From the inside, they threw them open. For the Greek ships had not sailed home. They had hidden behind the nearby island of Tenedos. Now they returned with a vengeance. The full might of the Greek army poured into the unsuspecting city. The celebration turned to slaughter. Streets that had flowed with wine now flowed with blood. The night was filled with screams, the clash of bronze, and the roar of spreading flames. The great city of Troy, unconquerable for a decade, was annihilated in a single night of fire and steel. The Trojan horse, a masterpiece of cunning, had achieved what 10 years of warfare could not. From the dawn of civilization to this very moment, our story continues. Thanks for being part of it with us today. To make sure you don't miss the next piece of our puzzle, hit that subscribe button. And remember, every triumph and every tragedy has shaped the world we live in. Let us know your thoughts below, and we'll see you back here for more of the history of us all.